Have you ever spent 20 minutes arguing with someone who wasn't even there? Maybe you imagined confronting someone who hurt you. Maybe you imagined explaining yourself. Maybe you imagined finally saying the perfect thing, winning the argument, and watching them realize they were wrong. But then, the conversation never happened. Yet somehow, you replayed it over and over in your head. What's strange is that almost everyone does this. We create entire conversations, entire arguments, entire scenarios with people who aren't even in the room. So why does your brain do this? Are you overthinking? Are you imagining things? Or is your brain actually trying to accomplish something important? The answer is more fascinating than most people realize. Psychologists believe these fake conversations aren't random. Your brain isn't wasting time. In many cases, it's practicing, preparing, processing emotions, or trying to solve problems that feel unfinished. That's why these imaginary conversations often happen after arguments, embarrassment, rejection, betrayal, or emotional stress. Your mind keeps returning to what feels unresolved. And that's where the first reason begins. Reason 1. Your brain hates unfinished things. One of the strongest psychological forces is something called closure. Your brain loves completed stories, completed answers, completed conflicts. But real life rarely gives us that. Sometimes someone hurts you, and you never get to say what you wanted to say. Sometimes an argument ends before you're ready. Sometimes a relationship ends with unanswered questions. So your brain creates imaginary conversations to finish what reality left unfinished. It's trying to create closure, even when closure never comes. Reason 2. Your brain is rehearsing for the future. Have you ever imagined a future conversation before it happened? Maybe before a job interview, a difficult confrontation, or a serious discussion. That's because your brain constantly rehearses possible situations. It's a survival mechanism. Your mind wants to be prepared, so it runs mental simulations, testing different outcomes, different responses, different possibilities. In a strange way, your brain is practicing for a future that may never arrive. Reason 3. It's how your mind processes emotions. Sometimes the conversation isn't about the other person at all. It's about your feelings. When emotions become intense, your brain tries to organize them, understand them, release them. That's why fake conversations often happen when you're angry, hurt, embarrassed, anxious, or heartbroken. The conversation becomes a tool, a way for your mind to process emotional experiences, even if the words are never spoken out loud. Reason 4. You're trying to protect yourself. Sometimes these imaginary conversations are your brain searching for danger, preparing for rejection, preparing for criticism, preparing for conflict. Your mind is constantly asking, what if this happens? What if they say this? What if I'm not ready? The goal isn't to make you suffer. The goal is protection. Your brain would rather over-prepare than be caught off guard. So, if you've ever spent hours having conversations that never happened, you're not strange, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. Your brain is doing what it has always done, trying to understand, trying to prepare, trying to protect you. Sometimes those imaginary conversations are simply the mind's way of making sense of a complicated world. So tell me honestly, have you ever imagined an entire conversation with someone only for it never to happen? Comment below. I do this all the time. And subscribe for more psychology videos that explain the strange things our minds do every day.